just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. And we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field.
Y'all can hear me now? I'm going to do what Bro Joe do. Record that post later, man. Man, my stuff be lagging, man. Be about to kick me out the game.
Well, the second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue
man,
the Super Wild Card weekend here on EA Sports. Here's Reek Rowland bringing it out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. To throw right away, here's Montana. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35.
That dude right here, a truth, man.
Touchdown.
Great effort
there. 85 yards. And the Packers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Fourth and what? I ain't lie, bro. A nigga like me, I'm going for it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
There's only if you know you got that play. There's only if you know you got that play that get that first down.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. They'll send Moss in motion right. Now Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated.
Now playing the Eagles.
Levels, doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He gets it to Addison. And brought down the number 4
reaching the 25. I ain't worried about him.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. In motion, Patterson. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Now he's free to midfield.
Who does the receiver?
And takes it all the way down to the 22.
Big
play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Taking it within an eyelash, dropped at the 1.
Nice job there putting the ball right in the
I played them in the season, though. I played them in the season.
Couldn't quite get into pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Man, he ran them off.
Newton takes it himself. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And Newton's going to keep it. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
You don't often see a sneak on 2nd down. Usually that's reserved for a 3rd or 4th down call. But the element of surprise was not with them, and they returned back on that attempt.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 4th down, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. N'Keal Harry from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Look, he tried to get tanked in.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partners, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not what.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott, 65 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
They never tell me none of that. That nigga be lying. Man, they me and him talk about
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
But that one thing I just said, he wanted Travis Etienne. And I said, I'ma see, and then me to start laughing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense may.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Oh, my. And we're lead.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Man, I think I'm fooling, man.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs.
Well, when I say I was whooping, meat is so bad, boy.
In the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I
think I was so mad my game leg don't.
Stiffen up and stop that run. Third and 2. In motion right is Addison. From the 50, Newton. He's got his target. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading over
Got a lot of motion plays. I like
time
them.
on a catch and run. 30 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
To throw is Newton. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their
Oh, my running back still got the, he still got,
got
2 TDs in the force man.
offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers.
Justin Jefferson.
75 yards.
And the Packers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Elliott on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position.
Me?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Oh, he'll play you hard, boy.
Newton now to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Moss. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Ain't you,
Jefferson going to go in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
In motion goes the tight end. They go play action with Montana. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So make it back-to-back sacks, and this second one cost him a couple of points.
And the easy thing is to put this all on the offensive line, but maybe they need to start changing their game planning and their calls. Quicker passes, running plays, especially when you're this deep in your own territory.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute with the playmakers. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Up the middle with Barkley. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Newton to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, he's going to have the first down and then more.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Woolen will return it from the end zone.
Fights forward at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. On a determined run there. He's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun. Here's Montana. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Montana. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Allen. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Man, right now, my screen should be up. What the bracket look like, Brujo? Who won on our side so far? You won. Oh, Fonte. I don't know. That's what I was about to say. Fonte and I don't know who Fonte
So not
played.
much
I just know
time
he
to
was
work
streaming.
with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Fly, Eagles fly. Yeah. And press the little arrow button.
A final shot before the break. Newton. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He'll be
He should have
dropped
caught
at
that
the
ball, though,
25
man.
after a gain of
Come
6.
on, man. Good first half. Good first
we
half.
hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Trying to see who I'm gonna see next round, man.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
All you do is press the arrow on the YouTube.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
That what you press?
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it.
I ain't gonna lie, Brujo. If I was you, I'd wait till I'm off the game. Look, Brujo, this is what you do. Look, wait till you about to get out the game, then do it and put your game in race mode. So when you wake up, it'll be
down
up.
3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely
Cause
starts
if you
with
go play a
finding
game
somebody
right
who
now,
can get a touchdown
boy, you gonna be
run.
jumping
You
off
need to be smart,
everywhere.
fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win
Oh,
this
we'll do
game.
it then.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Oh, like your YouTube channel? Wait,
Now it's Newton. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
he trying to go to his YouTube like manually, like
51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first.
oh no, they ain't gonna be on that till you download it.
Here's Newton. And it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback.
It ain't gonna show that. It ain't gonna show you notifications.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now Montana. Flushed out right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It's starting to fall into the category of
Bro, the ass
not
be getting
fair,
all these
because when
dudes,
he's
bro.
on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet,
For real, like that
almost
Panthers
impossible.
usually he
They've had
added,
trouble
bro. That man
stopping
so
him in the
aggravating.
secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Oh yeah, bro.
Here's Montana to throw. And he gets this to Thornton. And he is out of bounds.
I ain't gonna lie, stop. I like
inside the
using that
35.
meter throw on
First
Madden,
catch
boy.
of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down too. They will look to throw. Montana.
Get an exit
That's
bet on.
complete yet again to Thornton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
All I'm
So
doing is
from
blue
inside
throws
the
right
20,
now.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Montana. And he can't get rid of it.
Please
He's
come on and
taken
say
down.
defense.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more
Please
difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Oh, look at me. Force it.
That's going to be
Force it.
intercepted.
Oh, boy, you ain't.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard
I just
line.
bit.
Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team
I got the best pass defense on this game,
developing
man.
a sense of complacency and thinking this game is
Boy,
over.
in this league, I
Trying
got
to
the best
decipher what's
players.
going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all
Let me see
back
it.
in one shot.
What that bracket look like, Blue Joe?
Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that is incomplete.
What number Fonte was?
Defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an
No,
excellent job right there on 3rd down, like any defense.
What
You
number
never want to
Fonte
let them get
was?
anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty.
Yeah, what number he
and before this
was?
drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And oh my goodness,
What number I am?
5th interception. Still going. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. It's
Yeah, I'm playing teammate. Look at my screen, man.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes.
Look at my screen, Blue Joe. This game over.
Follow them into the 2nd half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
Yeah.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
You might well put your real name.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the 1st half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves.
Man,
but
stop
we know
looking at
that
this
winning the
defense,
game
bro. Just look at the
is
last
pretty
name.
much
You know
out of the
everybody
picture
look.
now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He finds his man complete.
The
That's
Moan
Moss.
Clock. I got him to
And
the
he
X
is
Factor.
tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Here's Newton. This is caught by
I'm just thinking Blix my
It
say.
is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan
I wonder why they-
Addison, 36 yards. And
I
the
wonder why
Eagles
he
are able
came
to
holding
cover
that
this
down the
deficit
field.
here in the final minute of the 3rd. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
2nd and 9.
Operating out of the gun. Here's Montana.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Oh, yeah.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers had 6 to their lead.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Elliott now to add the extra point.
Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Come on, easy, man. Why you doing it?
Newton
Why you doing this thing with your stick? Whichever way you want to go.
And he'll be hit as he
the right stick
releases
now.
it. And that'll fall
You
into
gotta,
the
there ain't no, it
We've talked about it, CD, but it
like
bears
up level,
repeating.
right?
They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And this is going to result in another 1st down.
That's what I be trying to do, like disguise them.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Throwing is Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
I got messages.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It was a brotherhood.
They'll run with Allen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And Montana's going to shift things up a bit.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
I don't know if I played.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers are going to take possession
yeah. When that was the Panthers.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Now a quick throw.
Oh, look at this. A perfect throw.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
You can't get one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Montana going for it on 4th. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build up. Moments where the game plan they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Newton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative.
Let's go, man. On to the next round, bro.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get them
we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a good push up front, and he's
I don't know where that dude right there came from.
Inside the 30. The passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Now Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Newton. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw, Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down the sack back at the 16-yard line. And we've got a timeout.
Dump that bit to their running back.
9 seconds remaining.
I think I'm about to go to Walmart right quick.
Second and 10.
Newton now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Dexter Lawrence in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Let's go now. 19 tight.
One last throw here for Newton.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.